very easy. Maybe in our world here, there live a happy little mountain.
Happy New Year, everybody, and I have some errands to run right now. The first thing I have to do, or I don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it, is I have a guy that wants to buy the side steps, running boards, whatever you want to call them, that came off of my Flareside. These are in real good shape, just don't have the mounting brackets. He knows that, but I need to take them down and see what it's going to cost to get them shipped. And then we need to come up with a price, and we'll see if this can work out or not. The other one is sitting out here, still has those brackets on it. I'm not sure if the one in here has the brackets on it or not. No, it doesn't. So, looks like I'll be taking this one, and I'm just gonna take one, the little step pads that go on these. I had somebody buying those at one time and that fell through. They had some health problems. Those are up in the Flareside, so I need to grab those. So I'm just going to take one and get a price on that, double it, and that should be what it'll cost to ship. I'll ask them all that. I don't know what insurance and all that. I don't ship much stuff, so kind of new to this. So I'm gonna grab that and put it in the back of my Tahoe. I'm driving the Tahoe today. And then we'll be on our way after I go up and grab the step pads. Perfect fit. Look at that. Right back against the door and right up there. Amazing. Sometimes things do work out. Now back up to the Flareside and get those step pads. At least I hope they're in the Flareside. I think they are. Okay, it's a pit in here. Where, oh where did I put, there they are. Right there. Running boards, check. Coffee, check. Heat's on. I think we're good to go. So I took the Flareside out this morning and I gave it a little closer examination. I haven't really looked at it since my last video when I started it up and it had an exhaust leak. So this morning I started it and it has an exhaust leak. It's on the exhaust manifold driver's side. There's actually a bolt that's missing, the very front bolt, and it's leaking right around in that area. I may just try putting a bolt in there, tightening it up, and hope that that fixes it. I don't know if it's going to or not. It's not real bad, and once it gets warmed up, it goes away somewhat, but it's still not good. A new manifold is about $65. That's from Rock Auto, and I don't know if there's probably shipping on top of that. And I just don't know if it's enough to replace it quite yet. So I'm heading down to the post office to get I have a package there, and I know of at least one more that is coming, and also see what it's going to cost to ship these running boards out. They aren't as heavy as I thought they were. Actually, they're pretty darn light, so maybe shipping won't be too bad. And there's a car stopping right here in front of me. Thank you. Just had a phone call there from actually from the dermatologist that I mentioned in a previous video, and they had my biopsy result from on that thing on the back of my head right here, and everything was benign, which I anticipated that it would be. However, you just never know with those types of things, so just wants me to keep an eye on it, and if it comes back, go back and see him. But everything is okie dokie. After I hit the post office, I gotta hit the pharmacy. I've got some drugs I gotta pick up. And like I was saying, I do have one package that I know of down here, and I know of at least one more coming. For some reason, I'm thinking that 2 people have told me that they've sent things. Probably gonna hold off on a mail time until my next video, depending on if the next package arrives soon or not. So here in central Iowa today, right now, it is 10 degrees. For Iowa in January, this ain't bad. Really, so far this winter hasn't been too bad. It's been rather cold lately, but it hasn't been, we haven't had much snow at all, and I'm not complaining. We did have rain and thunderstorms on Christmas. So far so good. If we can make it through January, which the extended forecast shows the month of January actually being pretty good, we might get through this winter okay. So I left the UPS store just a little bit ago, and to ship those steps, or running boards, or whatever, out to I think it's Maryland, for packaging, shipping, and insurance, which insurance just a few dollars. But they told me it was going to be $270 just for shipping to get them to this guy. They said the length and awkward shape and the distance that they need to go is why they cost so much. I just have a hard time believing $270 to ship those. That seems crazy. So I'm heading to the post office right now. I'm going to see what they might charge to ship them. I asked the guy at the UPS place if the post office would be about the same. He thought they might actually be more, and that is if they would ship them at all. He said they don't like long things like that, so I don't know. I'm going to stop at the post office and find out. So I just got back from the UPS store and the post office and the pharmacy, and before I go any further with this video, I gotta get some heat going in here. It's about, I don't know what it is, 20, upper 20s in here, but man, it feels cold. It's about 10 degrees outside, and I'm turning on the heat. When I came over here to adjust the thermostat, I stepped on my power cord, shut the heater off, and it let out a whole bunch of smoke in here. But anyway, I'm gonna let it warm up in here, and then I will resume this video, which to you will be right now, but it's gonna be a little bit.
1 hour later.
And back to the shop we go. Well, it's a little warmer in here. It'll be 60 in here before long. It seems like it's taking an awful long time to warm up, but I guess it is pretty cold outside. Turn this off so you can actually hear me. So I went to the post office, and for them to ship those boards, side steps, whatever you want to call them, it was going to be $125 if I could fit them in a certain size box, which I think I can. If I take these, still got to remove this part of a bracket and the bracket off of the other one, but I think if I put one like that and then fit this piece on the other one down into here, I think then maybe I can get them shipped. So we did settle on a price, and he's actually going to give me a little bit more since I have to go to all this trouble, because I would have to find a box, package them myself, and I don't know what I want to do for bubble wrap or any kind of protection inside the box, but I'll figure something out. They're going to Massachusetts, and hopefully they'll get there okay. So like I said earlier, it's very cold out. It feels even colder now than it did. I think the wind picked up just a little bit, but it feels pretty cold. Right now I think it's about, I don't know, what is it, 10 degrees, 10, 11 degrees, something like that. The sun is kind of sort of out, but it is still very chilly. Right now I have to go up and retrieve something out of the Tahoe. Not this Tahoe. Yeah, dent right there. Hit a rock with a lawnmower and put a great big dent in the side of that door, I don't know, a year ago.
This knife has a straight edge on it, so it's very easy. Maybe in our world here, there live a happy little mountain.
So like you saw earlier, I did pick a package up from the UPS store. I'm not sure what it is, but a little hint on who it's from. It's a fellow YouTuber, and you'll recognize the name if you watch his channel. If not, tune into this channel next time and we'll see what my good friend had to send me. Also been informed that another YouTube friend is sending something, so we're going to do both of those in the next video. And it seems like there's one more person that said they're sending something, so if it gets here in time, we'll do a mail time with that one as well. But for sure gonna have mail time with this here package, and there's one more on its way. In fact, he just told me a little bit ago that he sent it this morning, supposed to be here Friday, so we'll see. Today it's just too darn cold out. I do want to take a look at the exhaust on the old Flareside up there, but I think I may wait until either tomorrow or Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I don't know for sure when I'm going to do that. I also need to get that U-joint fixed on the Tahoe that I keep talking about, and also the headliner up in this truck. I do want to get that done, and like I've said before, I think about it and then I forget about it. So I may go up to the house right now and see if I can find some fabric for that. I just need to get it done. One other thing that has been bothering me a lot, actually, and it's my own doing, my own problem, is the green and white truck. As I put all the time, money, and effort into this thing to get it looking good, and I just don't drive the thing. I don't drive it very much. I got done with, well, the body work I got done in the fall of 14. I got it back on the road spring of 15. I drove it some that year. I really haven't driven it a lot this year. The paved road up here was torn up all summer long. The next nearest paved road is about 2 miles on gravel, and I just didn't feel like driving it on gravel, and with the dust, it's a really dusty gravel road, along with rocks being thrown up and so on and so forth. That's the main reason I put the bed liner material all along the bottom. If you didn't know that, that's tenable bed liner. And I have driven it on gravel since then, and it seems to be holding up just fine. But the problem I have is I put all the work into this truck, and I just don't drive it. And what good does it do to have it sitting down here and not being driven? I have this really nice looking truck that I don't take out and show off and just have fun with. I would love to take it out in the snow if we ever get snow, but at the same time, I don't want to get it all covered with salt and sand and crap and have it start to rust or have something happen to it, like getting run into or going off the road and running into something myself. But then at the same time, if you don't go have fun in it, what good is it? It sits down here, and yeah, it gets seen in my YouTube videos, but this truck was my daily driver for 14 years. I drove it through, you know, rain, snow, hail, sand, salt, you name it, it went through it. I drove it every day. Even on days like today, I have a hard time coming down here and taking it out, even just starting it, because I'm thinking, well, it's hard on things to start when they're so cold, which there's some truth in that, and why should I when I have other vehicles I can drive? But for 14 years I did that in temperatures a lot colder than this, and it's fine. Part of me says just drive it. If it starts to rust or something happens to it, I can fix it again. At the same time, I put so much work into it, I have a hard time making myself do it. That's kind of more like what I should be doing. So not a whole lot of action going on today, and it's just too darn cold out to be doing anything. The heater's going to run non-stop down here in the shop, I'm afraid. I had it going for about an hour or so to get it warmed up in here, and without it running, in the short time I've been doing this, we've dropped about 5 degrees or so. Which 50 degrees isn't too bad to be working in if you're really doing something, but I think I'll just hold off until tomorrow or possibly the next day. Don't forget the license plate wall. Starting to look pretty good. I want to get it filled up, and I've been looking at some different options for putting along here for the pile of mail and letters and pictures that I've gotten, and start hanging those up. So just a pretty cold day here in central Iowa, and really wish I was down in Florida on the beach or something right now. That would be really nice. My daughter would love it. So give this a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.